Hello. So this month I told myself I am gonna be reading the book of John. I will start from chapter 1. Like daily, I want to be reading a chapter and have a daily reflection of what that chapter means to me. Let's just go through just a few verses together. So here it's saying the same thing as from Genesis. In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made. In Him was life, and life was the light of man. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Right? And it also talks about there was a man sent from God whose name was John. So already it's talking about John, and the people that met with John was asking who John was, and John prophesying over men that he has not met. Now, let's start from there. There's so much that I've learned on this chapter, and I had like few questions to myself. That what is the chapter revealing about God? To me, it reveals that Jesus appeared as a man. Jesus appeared to a man as John had prophesied, right? He is the light that shineth. He is the light that shineth into darkness. He offers grace and truth. That is just it. And then my second question was like, what does this chapter reveal about me? About human nature. We struggle to believe. We struggle to believe without seeing. And the truth of the matter is that faith is essential as a children of God. It is very essential in a Christian's life. If you don't have faith, how will you function as a Christian? Then I have this other question now. What was the promise or the instructions, from God in this chapter? I remember reading the last verses when Jesus was talking to Nathaniel. He promised him something, that the heaven will open and there will be angels descending and ascending, to the Son of Man. And that the promise, there was a promise of power and light. Promise of power and light to become the children of God. Now, my last question is, what must change in me? What must change in me? I must choose faith over doubt. I must choose faith over doubt. If you believe, you will receive the light and the power to live as a child of God, as He had promised us light and power. Faith allows me to step out of darkness into His presence, and that's just it. Only these 4 keys, it means a lot to me. And I told myself that every single day I'm gonna read a chapter. Sometimes it can be, you might not understand everything that you read in, but you go and search and understand more about what you read. I'm sure that even if it's just one verse, you will get something out of it. Like I got that faith is very essential in a Christian's life. Without faith, we're nothing. And the promises that we are going to receive as children of God. And what happens with that faith, it helps us step out of darkness to His presence. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye.